Welcome to the Roo, Ditts and Loz podcast, kept hot by Ream. You can listen to this podcast anywhere you like, even in the shower. Ream, Australia's favourite hot water.
Adelaide, the greatest city in the world. It's time to wake up with the team born and bred right here in South Australia. The unofficial Mayor of Adelaide, AFL legend and Yabby peeling record holder, Mark Rasciuto. The former squash champ and current B-grade golf champ, Chris Dittmar. And the award-winning radio host who's the dumbest smart person you know, Laura O'Callaghan. Triple M Breakfast with Roo, Ditts and Loz.
Oh, hello. Start of a brand new week. How was everyone's weekend?
Yeah, good. Very good. And my nephew's third birthday.
Oh, nice.
Little Finn.
Love a third birthday.
Yeah.
Birthday cake?
Yeah.
What'd you have? What sort?
It was a chocolate cake.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but the best thing was Josie made a peach masu, which was like a tiramisu, but it had peach in it, and caramel and peach was the... Oh, it was bloody good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Yeah, definitely.
What time of the day did you devour that?
The place...
Afternoon?
Yeah. It was like dinner time. So we got into the peach and masu.
Plenty of kid sport for you, Roo?
Yes, did have a reasonable amount over the weekend, so that was good. And I reckon I fell asleep both nights, Friday and Saturday, on the couch. So that's an indication.
That's a good weekend.
Love it.
4 of us fell asleep on the couch Saturday night.
Really?
It was good.
Crowded couch.
Yeah.
I went to the Sammy D Foundation Ball Friday night.
How did that go?
Adelaide Oval. Yeah, it was good.
I
Really
heard
good.
you were bidding again.
I did get a bit
Have
carried
you got
away.
some sort of addiction? Or?
I might have. Actually, the good thing is I was spending someone else's money.
I said he's probably
Yeah.
bidding for someone else.
I was told, could you be my proxy?
That would be a great job in retirement.
was fun.
Just go to events and
That
bid
was
on behalf
real,
of people.
and no budget. Just go for it.
Yeah.
You know?
Jesus.
So that was
Get
good.
loose.
What, did you know the lottery Powerball winner
I'll
from
tell you a
Thursday
quick
night?
funny
or something?
story, Loz,
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
kind of
no.
involves you.
Me?
I didn't really know what I was doing, but I found myself buying an advertising package for the Fresh FM breakfast show.
You're kidding me.
that.
Yeah. I don't know how that happened.
You know what we're going to
Wow.
do, though? We're advertising Triple M on Fresh. That's
There you
what we're
go.
doing.
That's hilarious.
Oh, my
I wonder
God.
if you could do that.
And then they came up to me and said, that was really nice of you to bid for our show. And I said, yeah, well, no,
Yeah,
don't mention it. No
yeah,
problem.
yeah. Who are you?
I'm
yeah.
loaded. I just got too much money. I just need to buy some money. Offload a bit of tax.
Win big by servicing at Peter Kittle Toyota, Para Hills West. T's and C's apply.
Get all the news you need.
104.7 Triple M.
Hello, Adelaide.
No one knows Adelaide like these guys. Triple M Breakfast with Roo, Ditts and Loz.
Overnight news.
Queensland Government has announced 50-cent public transport. Now, this is trains, ferries, buses, everything. And the reason I mention it is our government is looking at the same thing. And they're saying, first of all, eases congestion in your city, but all of the other thing, ease the cost of living. So, 50 cents to travel. Now, I think last time I caught a bus, it cost me about $5.20. So people travelling into the city for work every day, that's a $10 day, $50 a week.
Could save $50 a week.
I think so,
Yeah.
I think
and
round
more,
figures.
more people use it, the better it gets, because then they put more routes on, and it's the less people who use it, the worse public transport gets. Just gets, less funding, less less routes.
That's cheap, isn't it?
Yes, it's very good. And I liked catching the bus when I used to catch the bus into work. It's a bit hard now, obviously, with our hours, but I like sitting there and just having a moment's peace where you can just have a think.
A boy or someone like that, or someone nice on a bus trip coming into town every day? Because you always sit with the same people in the end.
You do sort of
I
get
used to
to
watch
know.
this show on SBS years ago. It was about the train trip into Sydney. No, I'm
Yeah.
serious. And they all became friends.
Yeah. No.
Because
You do
they
know the
commuted
people.
every day. They came with like this little club on the Sydney train. I'm serious.
No, my friend has a horror story about this. Do you want to hear a really quick thing? He was in love with a bus girl. He didn't know her name, but they were bus girl, and they both used to catch the same bus to work in the city. And then one night he had too many red wines, and the next morning he got on bus and he wasn't feeling very well. And he spewed up all over it.
Oh, no.
And then he had to get a different bus, so he was 10 minutes late to work for like 6 months straight because he couldn't be on the same bus with
She
bus
thought
girl.
he'd left it.
Well, like it was just like they were flirting for ages, and then as soon as he threw up on her, the next time he got on the bus, she wouldn't look at him, and he just said, "I can't bear this."
That's an egg.
Great story.
So it's good when it's
Beautiful
good,
story.
but bad when it's bad. If you don't like the bus people, then
Okay.
ooh.
All right.
Yeah.
Good story.
Sorry about that, Jimmy.
This is an iconic pub, the Austral in Rundle Street. Cracking pub.
Yeah.
Just a just a good old-fashioned pub, really. But they're talking like it's in financial trouble here in the paper. Now, hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's just a dispute between the landlord and the tenant. But there's a blue going over $100,000 at the moment between the landlord and the tenant. But this is a great pub. I would have thought that'd be busy as.
Yeah.
I think the argument, Ruth, from what I read over the weekend, the tenants have paid a lot of money to renovate it. And they're saying, hang on, we've invested a bit of time, effort and money here.
Yeah.
You've got to get that sorted before you do it.
That's right. Yeah.
So
Very popular with uni students and tradies.
It's pale ale heaven, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
You can only order pale ale.
yeah.
fingers
Jugs
crossed
and
they can sort it out and live
cider.
happily ever after, because it's one of the little iconic pubs in the state.
It
I would
is,
have thought.
definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Hey,
on
there's a
with
new
Ozempic?
Ozempic drug getting trialled as well. Ozempic's been a huge success, massive success. Actually can't get enough of it for diabetes, because people have been using it to lose weight in general. But
Yep.
they've got another drug coming now that they are absolutely very, very confident it's going to be even better. So that's good.
Semaglutide is the key ingredient in Ozempic, and they're saying they're using that, but they've done it even better, and it's going to be more targeted at weight loss as opposed to the sort of general diabetes stuff.
Yeah, so everyone, diabetics and people who want to lose weight, should be able to get their
It
hands
just
on what they
absorbs
need.
fat or something, does it?
No, it's an
Appetite
appetite
suppressant.
suppressant.
Oh, stop eating.
Yeah,
Righto.
because I was in the chemist the other day and there was a man there. He was upset and he was at the counter and he was saying that he wasn't able to get Ozempic for a long time, even though he was diabetic, because of the demand.
Okay.
So it'd be
That's
good
not
to
right.
split it up and, actually people who really need it get it. Home and Away is just a staple. It feels like it'll never go anywhere. And there's some characters that have been on there for just all eternity, Alf being one of them. Irene. So Lynn McGranger, Irene's been on there since the very beginning, and she sort of just hinted recently in an interview that she might be thinking about packing it in.
Is that a promise?
She'd be getting on a bit, wouldn't she?
What do you mean, is that a promise?
It's.
Irene is a star.
How do you
Home
talk
and Away,
about that's
please.
like saying Dusty Martin should retire?
Yeah.
Oh, not quite.
It is.
She
She's
is.
a
Not
legend
quite.
of Home
She's
and
the
Away.
Lynn
Dust-
McGregor and Dusty Martin
Yep.
in the same category.
The same energy.
One's actually got
Listen
talent.
to her. Hang
Oh,
on.
excuse
Because
me.
you weren't giving me the choice. Just like you don't when you want me to work extra hours here or in the diner. You don't
Well,
ask anymore,
yeah.
Elsa. You just say, this is what I want, and expect me to kiss your feet for it.
That is bloody good acting.
Don't go anywhere,
Hit
Lynn.
Tex up tomorrow when he comes in about this. He'll be distraught.
He'll be. You know what? I don't think he'll sleep tonight.
Dusty Martin. She's more Lawrence Angwin.
That's disgraceful. Have some respect. Shazza Dittmar, Ditts' second cousin, Port Adelaide's biggest fan. She rings in every Monday. Shazza, are you happy with the power beating North Melbourne down in Tassie?
Yeah, g'day boys, how you going? Look, yeah, just getting the job done in Doug Nicholls' round down in Tassie, but gee, it was a small crowd, God.
Yeah.
Only a few thousand, or as they say in Tasmania, 2 families.
Yeah, right. Hey, look, are you concerned, just on this, are you concerned about the Tassie team coming into the competition? I mean, low crowds down there, aren't they?
Yeah, look, I am a bit concerned, Ditts, but if they need to deal with some empty seats, I think Port might have some tarps that they can buy.
Hey.
right.
They haven't put them out yet. Hey, were you disappointed to see one of your favourites, Wheelie Rioli, get subbed off in the first quarter?
Oh, there's nothing worse than when Willie goes off early, you know. Reminds me a bit of my ex, Barry. Barry, if you're listening, I lied. It was a problem.
Right. Let's move on from that, please. Did you see, things got a bit fiery. Jason Horne-Francis, his old teammates from the Kangaroos, Shaz.
Look, it just happens. Extras get jealous. It's just how it is. They can't stand it when they see you sort of strutting around, peacocking around, new hair, new nails, new boobs, freshly waxed upper lip, you know. Don't you worry about it, Jason. They just hate to see a queen have a glow up.
Yeah. Did you hear the Dead Set Legends on Saturday, Shaz? Tom Rockcliffe asked Ken Hinkley if he manscapes.
What?
Can you believe that?
Oh, just incredible. I mean, bloody media. 1 minute it's Sack Hinkley. The next minute it's all about Hinkley Sack, you know. Highbrow gear all week, you know, on Triple M, isn't it? Just doesn't stop.
Yeah, all right. Good on you, Shaz. Thanks
Hang on a
for
sec,
calling in.
just quickly before you go, sir,
Yeah.
I'm on the hunt for the Powerball winner. Do you know his address? You know, if he's single.
We'll try and find him for
We're
you.
a match made in heaven. He's the Powerball winner, and I love the power
Yeah.
and balls. So there you go.
Righto. All
Shazza
right.
from Salisbury, I reckon that's got a ring to it.
Yeah, it sounds bloody good, Rude.
Yeah, righto. See ya.
There she is, Shazza Dittmar, Roo, Ditts and Lost, Triple M.
It's Triple M breakfast.
Election time in the UK in 2 weeks from now. Now, it doesn't affect us. We don't care. But Rishi Sunak is the Prime Minister. If he's successful, this is where it may affect us in time, wants to bring back Nasho. National service for 18-year-olds.
Why?
He thinks he's worried about the youth of today, wants to bring them into line. And what you would have to do under his ruling would be you've got to do 1 year, 12 months of national service.
When's the last time that's been?
60 years ago. That's how long. 60 years ago.
You know what? It seems like it. Like even so, I'm 48. It seems like it couldn't have even happened in my time.
Yeah. So when I was I was very little, and it had just ended. It was about around the Vietnam War time.
Yeah.
But yeah, people you knew in your street got called up, and
is it? Does everyone do it at the same age? How does it work?
Look, I actually don't know. I'm a bit vague. And different countries do it differently, but there are still countries right now, Roo, that have, like South Africa has it,
Israel,
Finland, Norway, a lot of the Nordic countries.
I can't even get some of my kids to pull out weeds in the garden.
There you go.
Yeah.
So that's what he's saying. He said we've got to change our youth. So
but
12 months, 12 months of Nasho,
do it,
or the alternative is you sign up and say I don't want to do that, but 1 weekend a month you've got to do voluntary work.
What?
So you
sort
do
of
either
voluntary work?
I don't know, or like helping, all sorts of
Meals on Wheels. You
anything.
could do some sort of
disabled, look after
the
people
community.
for the weekends. Yeah.
Wow.
So anyway,
radical
radical thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Whose votes is he trying to get?
Well, I reckon he's in trouble. He may not win. So therefore, the
I
whole exercise.
reckon no one's going to vote for. They don't want their kids going there, do they?
Don't know. Well, there are parents today saying, I do need my kids, knocked into shape.
Everyone wants them harder, but they don't want them sent off to bloody do national service.
Yeah, but it's not about going to war, Roo. It's about...
But it could be, though.
But let's say that happens. Let's say they did it in Australia. Are they, say they're South Australians,
you go to some boot camp. You go to boot camp.
They're going to Port Augusta for a year?
Yep.
Living in a detention centre setup sort of thing?
Yeah, something like that.
It'd be interesting. I don't know if you'd get a majority
but countries
of
do this now, Roo. Seriously, it happens in like Western civilised countries. They're doing it.
Yeah.
And they don't know any
Who
different.
does it?
Well, I know for Finland, and I've spoken to a lady. Can you imagine this? Sleeping in minus 40 degrees out in the middle of nowhere, doing some training, thing. Or
Can't plug an electric blanket in there.
This is the stuff they do, Roo. So there are
I'm
countries.
not disagreeing
and
with
South
you.
Africa is another one I know of. But if we Google it, you'll find there are quite a few countries around the world that do it.
Does it mean if we do go into war, those people are conscripted into
They'd be the first called up.
Yeah, it's pretty full on, right? To be locked in. Also, if you're a good kid and you just want to get through school and go to uni, you got to delay your education for a year so that you can do this national service stuff. But you're already, you don't really need to do that. You're already respectful. Yeah, you'd bloody hope you get paid.
You'd have to, wouldn't you?
You can't take another year out of people's lives like that, and because saving for a house now starts when you're 14.
Yeah.
So
well, let's watch on with interest and see what the reaction is over there. Yeah.
Triple M breakfast with Blue Ditts and Loz. What a goal! Overnight sports.
Oh, big win for the Crows by 99 points over the West Coast Eagles. 41,000 people at the Adelaide Oval. Jordan Dawson, the skipper, really did lead from the front with 32 disposals. He got it all started in that opening term. Let's hear from the coach, Matty Nix.
Our intent tonight was there for the entire game, especially that first quarter. The skipper led the way. We came up against a side that, a week prior played. They were in some pretty good nick, playing against Melbourne, and we knew it was going to be a big challenge for us, and our intent had to be right, and I thought we were just on from the start. As I mentioned, Daws's first quarter led the way, and it seemed like the guys just got on board.
Crows were good and West Coast were terrible, so it made Adelaide look even better. Jordan Dawson did crank it up, 12 disposals, 2 goals, and that's what you want when you got a danger game. You want to blow them out the water in the first quarter, and that's what they did. So I went to that game yesterday. I think it was a dead set 50-50 game, and there are some chance of losing, but they certainly put that to pay pretty quick, didn't they?
Yeah, blew him away. Gee, Lockie Scholl was good.
Yeah, he's a good runner, and he had plenty of space yesterday. There was perfect conditions, and he just racked them up.
All right, Crows take on Hawthorn at the MCG on Saturday afternoon. Another big game for Adelaide.
Darcy Fogarty was pretty good yesterday too.
Great
I think
game.
He's been playing pretty well over the last month or so after copping a bit of criticism from the media.
Port Adelaide took care of North Melbourne by 59 points down in Hobart. Jason Horne-Francis had a great game against his old side. He was under a bit of pump. They gave him a bit of curry, but his 50th game, here's coach Ken Hinkley.
Against his old team, I thought he was really good. I thought he was pretty explosive out there. I thought he controlled everything he needed to control and helped us throughout the day build a nice, strong position and get a good win. I'm sure he'd be pretty happy with his 50th game, so he'd be pretty happy about that.
They actually looked like they were trying to shut him down a little bit with Shields, weren't they? To be able to keep going and actually play pretty well for the whole game is another step in his development. So well done. He's just having a great season.
Getting better every week. Todd Marshall booted 5. Now, a couple of issues. Willie Rioli subbed out at quarter time with a calf problem, and Connor Rosie rolled his ankle, came home in a moon boot, I believe. So Port take on Carlton Thursday night.
Yeah, not much time to get over that. Usually you can get up pretty well with your ankles. Calves are a different thing, so we'll wait and see on Connor.
All right, now speaking of Connor Rosie, this is a funny one, sort of related to him, but did you see the Melbourne coach Simon Goodwin had to make a decision on his star ruckman Max Gawn? Have a listen to this.
He said, "Coach, I'm 100%. I said, "Mate, I'm not playing you." He said, "No, I'm 100%. So we played him.
And he got best on ground.
Hang on. He said he's 100%. I'm not playing you. Nah, I'm 100%.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, I'll play you.
All right, Geelong pair, Mark Blitzavs and Jai Clark, each copped a one-game ban for high bumps.
Doesn't hurt them too much. They played Richmond this week. They have lost 4 in a row. The first time under the coaching of Chris Scott, they've lost 4 in a row.
What about our under-18s? Beat the Allies, a good win in the under-18 championships now. Some exciting players. Adelaide's father-son prospect Tyler Welsh kicked 3 goals.
Yeah, 3 in the second half. Didn't do much in the first half, but got going.
Scott Camporelli's twin boys, Ben and Lucas, apparently had great games.
They're getting better and better, those kids. Carlton are going to have a bit of fun with them.
All right, bit of soccer for you, Roo. This is big. In the A-League, Central Coast Mariners won their 3rd title in a row.
Wow.
It's never been done before.
Well done.
3 in a row. Man United beat Man City in the FA Cup 2-1. That was an upset. Celtic beat Rangers 1-0. Charles Leclerc won the Monaco Grand Prix. Our boy Oscar Piastri finished 2nd, his best ever. Now, at the French Open tennis, there's a lot of sport going on, Roo. Isla Tomljanovic, Alex Vukic and Jordan Thompson all beaten in the first round at Roland Garros.
Good.
And tonight, Alex de Minaur and our boy Tanasi Kokkinakis in action.
Come on, Cocky!
Triple M.
You call this archaeology?
I always wanted to be an archeologist when I was growing up, so
That's
going over
amazing.
there and dusting off. Oh, don't laugh at that.
Quite seriously, though,
Don't you dare laugh at that.
I was an archaeologist.
Shut up, you head. I would have been a great archaeologist.
Put on your khaki pants and get out your rock hammers.
Archaeologists have dug up a 5,000-year-old pub in Iraq.
It's time for Archaeology News with Loz.
Best opener we've had on the show. Loz, what do you got for us?
So this is after my own heart. 3,000 years ago, people were still given lame excuses for being late to work and calling in sick.
Are you joking?
No.
Front door wouldn't close.
Yeah, that sort of thing. That was real. It was. So basically they found this sandstone tablet and it's got it chiseled into it all the reasons why people were sick or late to working on the pyramids, literally.
Right.
And some of them are very normal. A bloke called, I think his name was Penma, he was late because his mum was ill.
Right.
So he's taking care of mum.
Right. Did his mummy call in?
Yeah, mummy. Yeah, mummy.
I got that. That was good.
I just got it.
Oh, far out. Pay it.
I got it about a year after you dropped it.
Sorry.
I reckon I'll get it in 3,000 years. And there'll be another archaeology segment and I'll actually finally get the joke. So heaps of things like that. But the most common one on this tablet was, can't come in, I'm brewing beer.
Oh. Good excuse.
So apparently in ancient Egypt, beer brewing was really essential. And for some of the reasons why wine and beer was really popular and in medieval times, that is because it cleaned the water. So, drinking water straight from the Nile wasn't necessarily always safe. So,
hygienic.
So you believing that theory?
No, that was what they all
The
drank.
alcoholic said you have to make sure the water's clean, otherwise we'll get sick. Nothing to do with getting drunk.
No, they loved getting drunk, I'm sure. But they would die of dysentery if they... Yeah. But apparently beer was an essential item for labourers. The ones who built the pyramids were provided with a daily ration of 10 pints a day.
Just 10.
Let's bring back that rule.
Well, if you're moving 50, 80-ton rocks, you should be drunk.
if you look at the pyramids, the precision in which they're made is it's unparalleled, and they actually can't quite understand how they did it. If you're telling me that all these Egyptians did that while half skinned,
imagine if they were so very good these pyramids.
Oh my God! I mean, my dad built a shed once when he was slightly tiddly, and it wasn't safe. So.
No, most labourers after lunch in the old days had had a couple.
Yeah, well, there you go. Anyway. So there you go. In 3,000 years, I wonder if they're going to dig up my excuses in our old WhatsApp group. And oh, can you believe it?
Nice one.
Let's go, people. The clock is ticking. We're here for a good time, not a long time.
Think we got time for a little quickie?
Triple M's Quickie. One topic, 3 answers in 5 seconds. It's time for a Quickie with Roo.
All right, let's head out to Hewitt. G'day, Chad.
G'day, Roo.
Yeah, what do you do for a job, Chad?
I just work in civil construction, mate.
You on a digger?
No, just in
the office?
Nah, a bit of both. Yeah, a bit of both.
All right, mate. Sound like you're holding something back from us a little bit, Chad.
Nah, I don't want to speak too loud. I'm in the car, so I don't want the boys to know.
All right.
You do know you're on the radio.
Out of a bloody iced coffee and a pasty if you win $100 this morning. All right, here we go. You ready to go?
Yeah, mate.
It's very gettable, this one. I'm, in fact, very generous just letting you have this opportunity. You ready to go?
Yeah, mate.
All right. Give us 3 things you buy in a bag.
Lollies, drugs, and...
You are kidding
I'm almost
me.
happy you didn't get that. I'm almost happy you didn't get that. I would have had to pay it. Jesus, Chad, have we got to run up? Do we get a runner-up prize for that or not?
Yeah, sure. He can go along to Grinspoon, double pass. Playing the Bridgeway Hotel.
They've got him a course of rehabilitation.
Yeah, jeez. Playing their first new album in 12 years. Whatever. Tickets and info at grinspoon.com.au.
It's Triple M breakfast.
Did you hear about this over the weekend, Roo?
Well, I heard it.
Yeah.
I actually heard there was a helicopter that landed in the Burnside Village car park. And I think we've got the person who owns it on the line. Are you there, Sondra?
Hello, yes, this is Sondra Wealthington Smythe speaking. Is this David and Will?
No. Roo, Ditts and Loz. Look, we wanted to ask you about the helicopter that landed at Burnside Village yesterday.
Look, fellas, let me just say it was a last resort. The Bentley was getting fixed and I'd reversed the BMW into the other BMW. So my son Archibald had taken the Ferrari and my husband had taken the Bugatti. And look, the Tesla was on charge and I was desperate for a hazelnut latte and a croissant. So I took the helicopter, and the chopper, it was actually a gift, my good friend Bronwyn Bishop, she's not using it anymore for some reason. So.
Isn't a helicopter a bit much? I mean, wasn't there any other way of getting there? Maybe in public transport?
Public transport? Oh, guys, you are a scream. Hilarious. Sure, I'll pop on the tram, shall I? With the great unwashed? No, look, the last time I was in a train, it was, through the Swiss Alps. That's only because the weather was too stormy for the chopper. So, yeah, no, definitely not. Oh, what's that? Oh, sorry, boys, I've got to go. We're taking the PJ to KI.
The what? To where?
The private jet to Kangaroo Island.
Sorry, right. We better let you get on that.
Husband left his golf clubs there. All right, bye.
Thanks, Sondra, thank you. What a pain in the arse she is.
She is. Right, you can go to KI. No, we butchered the English language a fair bit here on Triple M. I'm as guilty as anyone. Don't worry about that. But the Rush Hour boys love getting into other people when they butcher it. But I think Bernie, fair to say, has had a bad couple of weeks. So I'm going to give you a top 3 of Bernie over the last couple of weeks. Here's the first one.
Yeah, Josh from Cherry Gardens has written, and it's a long one again, so I can't read it all, but I think the gist of it is...
The gist of
it? Whatever you call it.
He's called
minor
the
offence.
gist.
That's a minor offence.
That's minor.
It gets better.
But it gets a little bit worse, you know. Like this was one from about a month ago.
Elvis Presley fact, this one. On this day, known as the world's best-selling post-homus entertainer. Greg, do you want to have a guess at that?
No.
What that means?
Oh.
Yeah, post-homus. After he passed away.
After death entertainer with...
posthumous.
Getting worse. Getting worse.
Bluey didn't...
No.
Bluey didn't... He knew what he meant, but he didn't correct him.
That's right.
That's like when Homer said, "What's a gime?" And then he sees the people working out and he goes, "Oh, a gime," instead of a gym. Anyway, explaining jokes, fantastic.
Yeah. All right. but the one that was best happened on the weekend. Have a listen to this one, Bern.
Now listen to this one. Sherpa Pemba-Dorje. Sherpa Pemba-Dorje climbed Mount Everest in the record time.
What's his name?
Sherpa Pemba-Dorje.
No, he's a Sherpa.
That is the best one ever. He thought Sherpa was his first name.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, that's up there.
They
with,
could get a bit of mileage.
yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. That's up there with
They can reach
Sideband.
new heights. Yeah.
That is up there with Sideband.
Yeah.
Welcome to the club, Burn. Stansbury Primary School. Be very proud of you, mate. Don't worry about that. And so would PAC, in fact. A couple of years there, did he?
He did, that's right.
I don't think they want people to know that.
Yeah.
On Triple M Breakfast with Roo, Ditts and Loz.
Did you learn something?
What did we learn?
I learned over the weekend that the first Australian in history has been cryogenically frozen.
Yeah.
A Sydney man has been, what, Loz?
What does that mean exactly?
That's what we learned.
Oh, no.
Oh,
we
poor
said that in
communication
the
here.
bloody
You're kidding.
pre-game meeting. If you
Lack
Yeah.
of communication.
Yep, that's all right. You keep going on. I'll find something else. Keep talking.
Do you know what you just learned? Bloody don't
Listen.
trust Roo. Yeah.
No.
Use the same
Don't
use.
trust
sorry.
me.
I think I kind of remember now. You talking about? Keep going. I really like this story.
Now, you tell us about it.
No. You go.
No, he was in his 80s anyway. First one from Australia. And my favourite TV show when I was growing up was The Young Ones.
Yeah.
And Neil in that said, cryogenics, nice one, man. So I just wanted to get that out, but we couldn't get it. But anyway.
But what does it mean?
Well, he's frozen and in hope of one day being able to be revived.
Okay.
He's frozen in a way that
$170,000.
none of his cells are damaged. Everything's preserved exactly as it is, so that if whatever it killed him is curable in the future, he can be brought back
Good
and
on
they
him.
can do
Where
it.
will he be kept? In a fridge
just
somewhere?
in your freezer at
Right,
home. Ditts.
okay.
Yeah.
He's at the place where they keep the frozen bodies.
Morgue.
Southern Cryogenics
Can't think of
facility.
anything worse being brought back in the future. Everyone you know is dead, and you're 80.
You're in
and
minus 200 degrees.
It's full on. Think of all the tweens that are alive now. They'll be running the world by the time he's unfrozen. He won't understand a single thing that's going on.
But still be worth the experience to pop back up. He might not live for long anyway. Anyway, that's what I learnt. Loz, we know what you learnt. Ditts, what have you got?
Mine's nowhere near as exciting. But you know, you mentioned a couple of weeks ago, Loz, platypus to be introduced into the River Torrens. I started reading up on them.
Did you?
Yeah, this is how interesting my
you've
life
had a
is.
big weekend,
How's
Ditts.
this, though? No, something I didn't know. A platypus has a spike on its ankle, right? We all think they're nice little cuddly creatures, right? But they can actually sting you.
Yep.
What, poison you?
The
Yeah.
pain from the venom can't be cured by morphine or any other painkiller.
Nothing.
Stop
Apparently
it.
it's horrendous. Yeah.
Horrific.
I used to think they were just friendly little cuddly creatures,
Yeah.
but
With a little beak.
no, not so.
Well, yeah, I had a fun fact about them, and you sort of dismissed me.
Oh, never.
What was your fun fact?
That they're the only mammal without nipples.
So they've got nipples and spikes.
They don't have nipples.
No nipples.
They do have spikes.
No
Just a
nipples.
spike.
They've got a spike and no nipples, but they're a mammal. But they lay eggs as well.
You've
They're
lost-
so
you lost
They're
me
weird.
about-
confused.
You lost
They
me
are.
about
They're
three body
confused little
parts ago.
souls, aren't
I've got
they?
a little one I just found. Switzerland prohibits the ownership of just one guinea pig. You have to buy two because they're such social creatures. Having one would be cruel and considered animal abuse. So if you're going to get a guinea pig in Switzerland, you have to buy them in pairs.
Wow.
We'll keep that in mind.
AutoCam, real-time video from Automasters. Triple M's Rumour Mill, Adelaide's most listened to segment. Hear it every day at 7:40 on Roo, Ditts and Loz.
Hey, on the rumour mill, you don't know what's right and wrong sometimes. They are rumours. Colin from Andrews Farm has just texted in and said they won't have to build the train line. The train line is still there. They'll just have to check it and upgrade it a bit.
Good point.
That goes
Polish
against
it
the
up.
person that I spoke to on the dog and bone. Said that they're putting in to get funding for it.
This is for the Barossa.
This is for the Barossa.
Well, I think he's right, though. There would be an existing train line, for sure.
All right, we'll wait and see what the facts are there.
Yeah.
There's a text on the text line from an anonymous texter saying, wait for a big announcement tomorrow, Tuesday, involving Australian basketball or former Chris Anstey
Yeah.
and jockey Will Price. Some sort of shoot is happening. Don't know if it's another Kia ad in the country or something different, but watch
They've been
this
filming
space.
something, have they?
They've been filming something. Therell be an announcement tomorrow.
All right.
Yep.
Yesterday, the West Coast Eagles came to town, and the star, the lad that's just has got the AFL talking everywhere is Harley Reid.
Could be the best first-year player ever.
That's what they're saying. Now, yesterday, we interviewed on our coverage Jared Schofield, assistant coach at the West Coast Eagles, who had this to say.
No, I think there was 1 week he wasn't on the back page of the paper, and there's a rumour going around that Puma paid for him not to have his head on the back of the paper. So, yeah, look, he is a special talent.
Yeah. So Puma, that's the rumour. Puma actually paid.
Yeah, they sponsor the West Coast Eagles.
And they've sort of said, look, come on, give this kid, cut him some slack. You
They
know,
didn't want their star to be in the newspaper.
They just wanted everyone to talk about the fact that Puma bought it.
Yeah, they're great.
So that was their assistant coach. David has called. The rail line isn't there anymore in the Barossa. They ripped it up to make a walking path. So there you go.
A walking path.
Just like we bitumised over all the tram tracks around the CBD, didn't we?
What an emotional roller coaster this segment has been.
All right. If you want to get involved, it's $1,000. Only a couple of days to go to win the grand for the best rumour.
They concreted over that roller coaster track.
Triple M. It's time for your favourite game. Loz's Wheelie Bin of Fortune.
Yeah, there's something in my wheelie bin and nobody knows what it is but me and a couple of producers. And that's it.
Yeah, it's growing.
And it's a lot of pressure keeping this secret. I've stopped drinking and socialising just in case.
You getting hit up out in the streets?
Yeah, I did. Someone at Woolworths asked me the other day, what's in your wheelie bin?
What'd you say? Wouldn't you like to know?
Wouldn't you like to know? I said, I can't tell you, but you can call in on 133353. We have 3 guesses a day, 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 1 p.m. And these guesses have
$8,000.
It's incredible. $8,000. And it's jackpot's $100 every time someone gets
What were the
it
guesses
incorrect.
that we had on Friday? I didn't hear the guesses, so...
Empty chocolate Louise box.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going down that train.
Yeah, the chocolate things.
Yeah, because chocolate was one of the clues. Robe, so like a bathrobe, like a kimono. And packaging from M&M's has come up.
All right, go back through the clues,
So
please.
the clues have been unoccupied, chocolate, Japan, and 2022 flood. There will be a new clue on Wednesday.
Right.
And
So-
the flood, it was more to do with Japan, not the Murray.
We don't know.
What do you mean we don't know?
You don't know. I never said where the flood
Okay.
was.
Oh,
It could be literally anywhere in the world.
So annoying.
Oh, yeah.
Give us nothing.
Yeah.
We work with you.
I know.
You're only
We're
a little bit
confidants.
annoying before the wheelie bin comp started. Now you...
Yeah, well, you guys aren't doing fantastically in the
You've taken
annoying
it to another
category
level.
either. I will say this. If you know, then you're up for... It's like when someone works as a spy, they can't tell their family because that opens them up to torture and stuff. You guys not knowing keeps you safe. Yeah.
Oh, so you're doing it for us.
For your own safety,
Oh,
Ditts. I just care about you so much.
So giving.
All right, who have we got on the line there?
Lindy from Banksia Park. Good morning, Lindy.
Morning, guys.
Hey, Lindy.
What are you up to today, Lindy?
On the way to work.
What do you do?
Working pharmacy at Queen Elizabeth Hospital.
Oh, nice.
Oh, gee, that'll be busy.
Yeah, very busy.
Yeah, very
How is the
busy.
Queen Elizabeth going?
QEH.
It's good, good. It's renovations are looking great.
Yeah.
Yeah, what, did you get another 50 beds or something, didn't you?
Yeah, no, I think it was more than that, but yeah.
Got some more beds.
How long,
it's always good.
How long have you worked there, Lindy?
About 10 months.
Oh, okay.
That's good.
All right.
Relatively new. Like
Right,
it.
now let's try and win you $8,000. What is your guess?
A home lottery ticket or tickets.
Okay, now how have you arrived at this?
It's vacant. There's a holiday to win that goes to Japan. The floods, there's like a big body of water, so therefore it's by the sea. There's a big body of water there. And chocolates, if I win, I get the chocolates.
I like
Yeah,
it.
right,
A
Lindy.
lot of conclusions drawn there.
Okay.
Is she right?
For $8,000.
Lindy.
Incorrect.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
She's so heartless,
That's
Lindy,
all.
isn't she?
I'm
She
so
enjoys
sorry.
She's very
it.
I
heartless.
don't enjoy
She
it.
does enjoy it,
You
Lindy.
I hate it.
I don't like it.
I wish it was your wheelie bin room
No,
or
you
Ditts'
do not.
wheelie bin. This is a lot of pressure.
All right, $8,100 coming up at 10 o'clock. Thanks to Eckermans, South Australia's largest and most trusted team of conveyancers, eckermans.com.au.
It's Reddit's and Loz. Triple M.
95% of people listening to Triple M right now are watching their spending, watching their budgets, and every time they go to the shops and supermarkets, they're looking at how to save $1, but still try and put, a decent meal on the table that your family's proud of.
Fair to say, to fill the car's crazy now, to pay your electricity bills crazy, gas, everything, all the bills are going through.
Everything's going up. Bloody rate. We're talking about the rates last week as well, but getting a decent feed on the table for your family, something that you're really proud of, and you want the kids to have healthy food, but you don't want to try and spend too much, but because it's costly going there. It's quite easy to go to. I've got 6 kids. When I go, you can spend bloody anywhere from 30, 40, $50 at a butcher just to get a meal.
Yep.
But there's a couple. I've found a couple of cheap ones lately. I've been getting chicken gyros meat.
Yeah.
It's already marinated in a pack.
Yep.
Buy the chicken gyros meat, buy the actual gyros bread.
The wraps, yep.
And cut up whatever sort of veggies you got. You already got your cheese in the fridge already cut
lettuce,
up.
tomato.
Bit of tomato, bit of cheese, bit of lettuce, as you said, Ditts. Maybe a little bit of garlic sauce if you got it or whatever. Done.
Yeah.
Cheap, easy, and absolutely beautiful.
Everyone
and
loves
healthy.
it.
And everyone loves it.
Yeah.
It's a good little way to have a crack, break something different.
Yeah.
Because we usually do Taco Tuesdays every week. But because we've done that for a while, we've sort of every second week we give it off and chuck a little gyros in there.
Yeah.
Because the tacos are cheap as well. That's just mince.
Yeah.
And then basically the same contents as your gyros. And then your taco instead of your gyros.
I've always found pasta you can't go wrong. Like if you're talking budget, so 99 cents in a lot of supermarkets, you can buy a packet of pasta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That feeds 4 people. 99 cents.
And you can buy good sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably the most expensive part of it.
I think if you did something, it depends on how you feel about tuna mornay, but I seriously think that the tuna mornay is one of, if you do a veggie tuna mornay with a bit of cheese on top and a bit of breadcrumbs on top, delicious, and it's nutritious. I mean, you don't want to be eating it every night, but if you chop the veggies up nice and small, you can get heaps in. It costs you about $1 to do the whole.
And you can have a couple of meals of it too.
Yeah, yep. You can, freeze it up. I did something in the rice cooker the other day. I never thought you could do this. I saw it on TikTok, of course, but. Put actual, just like rice water in the rice cooker. Then I put soy sauce, ginger, broccoli, tofu, veggies, put the lid on, and it cooked the whole thing, and then opened it up, and the meal was done.
Yeah. And does it actually make the tofu tasty, does it?
Yeah, you're not a tofu man. You can put anything you want in there. You can put chicken.
Ditts with your pasta too. Pasta is better the next day.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
Soaks it in.
Yeah.
And
definitely.
And a little tip: if you're heating up some pasta, I like putting it in a fry pan with putting oil in the fry pan first.
Yeah.
And then because some kids hate having leftover food, they will refuse to eat it. But if you tip pasta in a fry pan and heat up some olive oil first, and then just turn it around, it actually comes up magnificent.
I reckon 3-day-old spag bowl out of the fridge, unbelievable.
Curry's the same.
Yeah.
It just gets better.
Yeah, we're talking about cheap food at the moment, trying to save a few dollars but still have a healthy meal that you're proud to put on the table. Plenty on the text line here. Put 2.5 kilos of pulled pork in a slow cooker overnight and then just have some bread rolls and salad. Feeds a heap of people and everyone loves
tender.
it. Beautiful slow cooked meat with a bit of gravy. We do that with a bit of coleslaw. It's good.
Yum.
Here's an idea to save a bit of money. G'day, Roo, Ditts and Loz. I save money. I go to Mum's house on Monday, Dad's house on Tuesday, the in-laws Wednesday, and then Grandma's on Thursday. That's a pretty good idea.
Yeah, I like it.
No dishes there either.
No.
And then another one, bangers and mash. Sausages are cheap and so are potatoes. How good's that?
Pour gravy all over there.
All right, let's go to Banksia Park, Loz. You're starting to get hungry, I can sense it. G'day, Steve. Give us your quick feed.
Quick feed is a burger bowl. It's put hot chips in a bowl.
Yeah.
And you've already cut your burger. You put that on, a slice of cheese, put it under the grill, leftover lettuce, tomato. You want to spice it up, put a bit of jalapenos with it on top. And you can put all your sauce and your ketchup or your mayonnaise on top of that and just have it in a bowl rather than actually have it on a bun.
All right. Nice, Steve.
Yum.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cheap and
Yeah.
tasty. Let's go to Hope Valley. G'day, Sonia. What's your cheap, quick feed?
Oh, what else? You should know, Italian tradition pasta.
Yeah.
So cheap.
Yeah.
If you get it on special, $1 a bag, and it feeds the whole family, and you get full on pasta.
Yeah, beautiful, Sonia.
Love it.
All right. I said to Salisbury East. G'day, Matt. What's your cheap feed?
Yeah, so I do like a chicken katsu kind of style. It's you just buy like the pre-made chicken schnitzels already done up.
Yeah.
Fry them up. Couple of cups of rice, couple of eggs, a bit of soy sauce, fish sauce, some garlic powder. That's your basic fried rice, and then just slice up the crumb schnitzel to go on top, bit like a Japanese kind of style. You can add some of that dippy mayo or some hoisin.
What's
chicken
katsu,
katsu.
Matt?
It's like the rice as the base, and then you've got strips of fried chicken sitting on top with a nice sort of sauce over the top.
Yeah, that's what I do. So
Yeah.
under about $10, you get at least four or five meals out of that.
Yeah.
So-
Nice.
All right, good on you,
Delicious.
Matt. Everin, St Mary's, what's yours?
We got puff pastry with your favourite chocolate.
Oh,
Just a bit of butter around it and chuck it in the oven, 160 degrees for 15, 20 minutes. Beautiful.
It's absolutely
Right.
amazing.
So
You
what
just
puff
get,
pastry?
You just get a little square of puff pastry, and you just whack a bit of
chocolate
Toblerone
on
or
it?
whatever. You could roll it up and then chuck it in the oven with a bit of butter,
Just
and it
melts?
cooks like a croissant, like a little
is that
chocolate.
right?
Yeah. Oh, incredible.
Right, all right, Greg, Port Noarlunga South. Tell us about your cheap meal idea.
Well, I'm a slow cooker fan, guys.
Yeah.
So Saturday I went down and got a kilo of chuck steak. Cost me $15.
Mm-hmm.
2 carrots, 2 potatoes, handful of peas in there. Best thing is the smell during the day.
Yeah, I love
And,
stinking the house out.
Yeah, and that had 4 adults Saturday night. I had leftovers last night, and even the pet dog got a little.
Oh, the dog had a little lick.
Love it.
Nice.
How good.
Oh, that sounded fantastic. Let's go to Seaford Rise. Amber, hopefully we've left the best to last.
Hello, mine is a baked potato.
Yes, we've been doing this lately too.
The baked potato.
The baked potato. And you can either put your tuna mornay left over from the night before, or you can do your bolognese sauce.
Oh, I love the bolognese.
Sour
isn't that
cream.
good? Yeah.
Corn, cheese, like it's all got to be on there in a big blob of butter.
And I don't know what the type of variety of potato is, but you can get potatoes that are more creamier than others.
Yeah, not as
You know
crumbly.
the ones I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They're good as a baked potato.
How good. I
Gee
might do a
whiz.
baked potato.
That
I'm
was
starving,
There's
by
a
the
few
way.
bloody good ones there.